Hi, this is Cindy Royal again, back with you talking about HTML for the web design class. And now we're going to move on to images. So I still have my Text Wrangler HTML page up, and I added some additional content to it so you could get a sense of what a page with more content would look like. You can see if I stretch the browser window, the text wraps associated with that. So you can see that I have a lot more text here, and you can see how that played out. So now this is a pretty boring web page. It just has text on it and it's black and white. So we want to add some visual interest. So the first thing I want to add is an image. And if we look in the folder, my website folder that has index.html, I've also dragged a picture of myself in here. And so you can do the same thing. You can get a picture that you have on your computer. Maybe you can email one to yourself from your phone, or you can get it from a website by doing a control click and then saving it. Just make sure you save it in the same folder as your HTML page. So the HTML to insert an image, the tag is img. Now we're going to start talking about attributes. So far we've had tags that didn't require anything but the element itself. But some tags need attributes to help describe what the tag will be doing. In this case, for image, we need to know what the source of that image is. What is the file name? Where does it exist? So the attribute is source, src. It's abbreviated. And then we have to say equals, and then we want to put the value of what the source is, and we put that in quotation marks. So the value of source for the image tag, in this case, is the name of my file, that is my picture, cindy.jpg. And we would normally close it out like this, but because image doesn't really surround anything, it's called a standalone tag. And remember when we said that every tag you open, you must close. So there's a convention in HTML that allows you to close standalone tags. So it's just something you have to remember. This isn't surrounding anything, and we put the slash inside of it just so we can make sure that we support that convention of closing every tag that we open. There's only a few tags like this, and we'll discuss them. So let's save this page and come back and refresh, and we now see our image on the page. Maybe we want the image to be a little bit smaller. So there's an attribute for image for width, and if we just put in width, it will constrain to the height, so it's fine to just put one of these in. And also notice that I have two attributes now. I have the source equals cindy.jpg and width equals 100, that's in pixels. So these attribute equal value pairs, you can use as many of them as the tag actually supports. So if I save this and refresh, the picture's much smaller. And sometimes I like to align the picture, and I actually would rather put it inside a paragraph. An image standing by itself doesn't really have much control. So I'm going to cut this and actually put the image at the beginning of the paragraph. And then I want to align it, because in the paragraph, that image actually, in terms of the browser, it looks at it like it's text. And it basically just puts the image in line with the text. It's just like a big piece of text. But we want to align it so that it will wrap. So I'm going to say align equal left so that the image will go to the left of the paragraph. And let's see what happens when I do that. So this is better. We've got the image wrapped within the paragraph, and this particular paragraph at this size has enough text to wrap all the way around it. That's one thing you want to keep in mind, is that does your text wrap all the way around your image, or does it leave a strange effect with the image getting cut off without having enough text to go all the way around it? But we'll worry about that kind of thing later when we talk more about design. So that's it. That's how you put an image into your page with the img tag. One more thing I want to mention is that you notice when I changed the width of the image, I made it smaller than its original size, and be sure you only make it smaller when you're using this method. You can't make the image larger because it will pixelate the image. You're limited to the original quality.